Hola amigos, welcome back with another tutorial from Design Center. As you see on the screen, this is my favorite cigarettes. I just got the idea to create a 3D model of it. Press Ctrl N on your keyboard, select part, then select OK. First of all, make sure you already have the sheet metal tabs here, the sheet metal ribbons. If you do not have the sheet metal tabs, you can right click on any tabs, select sheet metal to activate it. Go to the front plan, click the rectangle tool, change the rectangular corner to the center, click on the origin and make the rectangle like this. Set up the dimension of the horizontal line 67, the vertical one is 85. Now go ahead on the sheet metal tab, choose the best flange command. In the left side of your screen, you will see the settings of the best flange features. The first one is the thickness. At this moment, I'll define its thickness 0.5. Actually, you can change the direction of the thickness by clicking the reverse direction. And another settings is the bend allowance. I just using the default settings, K factor 0.5. No need to change it all, and then OK. After this, I'm gonna add a flange on this edge and this edge also. So the command that we're gonna use is the edge flange. In the left side of your screen, you will see the settings of edge flange. And the first one is the flange parameter. You can select more than one edge to create a flange. Define its direction, go over there or here. The settings already set up with the default radius, but you can also create your own radius and its gap. You can see the radius will be changed if I increase or decrease this value. And the second option is the gaps. These gaps is the gaps between one flange to another flange. You can see the gaps will be changed here. Then you can also set a flange angle through this option. Now down below we have the flange length. From this you can set up the length of the flange. For example, I set it to 20. Then we try to apply it. Press OK. Okay, there was only the brief intermezzo on how to use the edge flange. Now we go into reality, right click on the edge flange, click edit features. I'll delete all the selected edges and I'm gonna define the new edges, and I will simply use the default radius, change it back to 90 degrees. The length is 16. Then down below I forgot to explain you about these things. This is the essential things that you need to know. I will explain you the most common option that people use to create a basic signal part. I'll zoom it a little bit. The first option is the outer virtual sharp. If you choose this option, the length of the flange will be defined from this outer to the end face of the flange. While if you choose the inner virtual sharp, will be defined from the inner edge to the end face of the flange. Both of this is the most common position that people use the material inside. If you choose this option, you will see that it starts creating a flange inside the rectangular area. And if I change to the material outside option, the flange starts from the outside of the rectangular area. So at this moment, I will set up the flange position, use the material inside. Then let's create another edge flange. Hit the edge flange command, click this edge and also this edge. I just use the default radius, the angle is 90. Go down to the flange length, you can set the direction through this icon. Then I set the length is 16. Choose the outer virtual option, choose the material inside, let's check, outside, the inside, okay, turn off the offset. then okay. Okay, here we go. Let's hit back the H flange. Go to the right side. From this view, we can see that the new flange will be hit another flange. So we need to change or adjust the settings of the H flange. Okay, at first I will set the length is 16. Then go down to the offset, turn on the offset option. If I decrease the value to 5, you will see this area will be changed. Otherwise, if you increase or decrease its value, this area will be changed as well. Flange position to the material outside. The offset parameter, change it to 0.1. Then I will add another H flange. On this edge, I set the direction to this. I will set the view to the right side. We have to adjust the offset distance so it does not hit another H flange. Okay, now go to the front side. I'll set the length of the flange aligned with this. So the length will be 85 plus 0.6. Okay, I think it's good. And then okay. Now let's try to flatten it. Okay, there is no problem. Let's go ahead into another H flange. Now go to the top view. Go down to the flange length, define its length, set your offset distance to 0.6, I'll increase this number plus 0.6. After this, we need to create a cutout on this area. I'm going to use the right plan to sketch my cutout profile on it. Click this point to this edge, to this, and then the last one here. Define the length of the vertical line 10. Then to complete this task, we go to the extruded cut from line to through all both, so it will definitely cut all the body. Okay, now let's try to flatten it again. Wow, still great, no problem at all. Before we continue to the next step, better we save it first. Ctrl plus S on your keyboard. I name it as cigarette pack. Alright, let's go ahead, hit the H flange, click this edge, go down to the flange length, set it to 10. Wow, you have to turn off the offset. Repeat the same step, click on this edge and the edge over there. Make it 16, make sure you follow my settings. Okay, the next step, I will sketch on this face, click sketch. I start sketch from this point and then to this. I will set this line to be horizontal. Then let's define it. The length of this horizontal line is 9.2. Then we need to go to the right side. Use the line tools also to close this sketch. Go to the features, extruded boss. You just simply click this vertex. Then you just have to repeat the same process on this face. Alright, let's try to flatten it. If you get this kind of error message, that means the flange that you just made might hit another flange. I think the problem comes from this area, from this flange. So the thing that you need to do is you have to modify this flange so it doesn't hit another flange. I turn on the offset option. I gotta make this flange align with this. After modifying it, we go to the flatten. Okay, now the issue has been solved. I will add another edge flange also on this edge. We have to add a gap a little bit on here to avoid the part cannot be flattened. Okay, now it's already good, then okay. This will be our last command of the edge flange on this part. Here we go, let's simply follow my settings. I'm going to hit hem command. You might ask, why in the world I choose this option? Let's take a look. Click on this edge, then go to the right side. You can try all of this option. I will use this option. If you use the edge flange command, it cannot be bent until 180 degrees. Then okay. We already have the first part. Now let's create the second part. Press Ctrl N on your keyboard, choose OK. First move that I got to do is hit the front plane. Use the center rectangle option. Define the horizontal line 55, while the vertical line is 55 as well. The horizontal line is supposed to be 66. Hit the best flange command 0.5, 0.5, okay? Go to the edge flange, hit this edge, hit this edge. Now we just simply use the default radius, set the length 15.6, outer virtual sharp, material inside, turn off the offset. I'm gonna create a cutout on overall face. I will unfold this first. Use the unfold command. Then go to the front view. I will start sketch with the line tool like this. So tell me guys what you think about this video in the comment section below. And if you like this video or you learned something from this video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you are new here, it's going to be amazing if you can hit the subscribe button so you won't miss my next video or my next update. I hope you enjoyed with this video guys. Keep watching. After you create this kind of profile, let's duplicate it with the copy entities command. Select all the entities except the center line. Then you have to choose this option. Click this point. Make sure you drag it vertically into this point. Then let's close these two sketches with the line tool. Go to the features, extruded cut, set it to true all. Then the last thing that we got to do is fold it back with the fold command. Go to flatten. Okay, that's great. So Ctrl S to save it. I name it as additional cover. Then the last part that we're going to do is the cigarette itself. Press Ctrl N on your keyboard, choose OK. I will begin from the top plane, use the circle command, create a circle, then define its diameter to 7.5. After that, go to the features, use the boss extruded, click the direction one, go down to the height of extrude, set it to 93. Then I will separate this part into two solid bodies. So go to the right plane, sketch, then set it to normal. I will create a line on this area. Set it to 28. Let's finish this task. Go to the insert menu, then choose the split line. The first tab is line, second tab is face, then OK. We already have two separated bodies here. Then the last thing that we got to do is we will go to the assembly section.